Kevin May and Corey Deuel.
Come out and play in the largest regional tour in the country. The Seminole Pro Tour, open to both men and women. Visit our website at Seminole Pro Tour.
Good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're at in the United States right now or all over the world. You're watching inside pool production of the Seminole Pro Billiard Tournament. And we're at California Billiards Club in Mountain View, California. We're ready to watch Kevin May battle it out with Corey Deuel. Pretty good match. We're here in the first round. It looks like Corey has won the lag. Corey has a break in 10 ball that's a little bit different from his 9 ball break. He does use a very powerful break, but he is trying to make that 5 ball and the 9 ball here. He's going after that second ball behind the 1. Seems to be a nice person. That guy plays pretty good. So this is going to be an interesting match. Nice little finish shot there. Just nudged it. Corey is not really able to see a big portion of the 1.
In a few minutes, we're going to start these final 3 matches. Alex Pagaline is in the hot seat. He'll be playing later today. Brandon Shelf will be up next. But right now, warming up with Rafael Martinez.
Can see a piece of this.
Taking his warm-up field with Scott Cross.
The opportunities here. Corey has actually laid it down with such a nice shot that even if Kevin hits this, I don't think he can get away with too much hit. He may be able to just make it run past the 8. I think he's going to run into the 8. He's left Corey. Easy kick. Corey's going to go to the side rail for the left-hand English. Try and get the 2 ball to go back up to the top rail. Wasn't the hardest kick in the world, but he did execute it. He has a lot of opportunity. He can even shoot at this one with the 6-2 where it's at. He can actually come down table and with the 1 and kind of use the 6-2 as a net. He can also just bank the 1 right underneath the 8-9 and let the cue run into the 2 ball. Great shot. looks like Chris is going to try and zigzag here. Great hit. Great hit. This is actually turning into quite a safety battle just to make the first ball. Looks like Kevin May is going to be the first one to actually draw blood here by making a ball, in theory. It's a little awkward. This is a left-handed shot, and even if he gets the bridge, I don't know whether there's a lot of room for the 2-ball in the corner where the 3-ball is, the upper left-hand corner. He had to shoot that opposite-handed. There wasn't a lot of promise in that. Spin his head, but it's the 2-ball's not exactly on the ground, and it can actually lead to a scratch. So he's going to have to be very careful with what he does. And that's probably what he's able to save. That's a great safety.
I can't hear it because the ball's going in the pockets are too loud.
Right-hand English, he could probably swing it, just miss the 7 and get down to the He's just going to probably take this one around left table and get position on the 6 and the 7. Pretty good shot. These pockets are full. if he continues to put that rack up that way, you can see he's putting the 1 down on the corner pocket, and the 2 is just sitting right where he wants it to be. 2 and 3, 1, 2, and 3 actually were all within the diamond of the first or of the hole. And at that point there, he's not really needing to go too much further.
On table number 12, Mike Davis and Nick Buffon. That's Mike Davis and Nick Buffon, table 12. Table 17, Arturo Rivera, South Africa.
If you're just tuning in, you're watching the production of Seminole Pro Tour. California Billiard Club in Mountain View, California. We're watching a match between Corey Deuel and Kevin May. The score is currently 2-0, and Corey Deuel is breaking. Corey has found a way to make that ball that's behind the 1, which is the 7. The 1 on the right-hand side, below the 1, into the right-hand side pocket. Let's see how he does with his break. Oh, he got kissed out. That's kind of where he wanted it to go. It was on its way there. And nothing's set in stone. Even though you have it going towards the hole, there's still balls that come around the table that can hit it. They can do whatever it wants to do at that point.
On table number 19, Ed Reynolds and Josh Burgle. Table 19, Ed Reynolds and Josh Burgle.
Kevin has put up a net of balls in between Corey at this point. Corey is looking to go 1 red into the 1. The 3 by the side pocket means it's probably not going to go too much further in that area unless Corey really hits it below in a bad way. He's going to try and bank it before the side pocket and have the cue run up into the 10. Okay. Darn near made the 10. I think he's going to get away with it, and Kevin's going to end up having to kick it this way. This is not one where Kevin has a great opportunity to kick if he goes off the side rail. It's an easier kick, but what he's going to need to do is go to the top rail, the bottom of your screen here, and he's going to need to kick into that 1 and have it tie up with those 5 or 6 balls in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. And if you divide the table into quadrants, you can see that 6 of the balls on the table are in that upper left-hand quadrant of the table. And that's where we want to keep the cue and the 1 to kind of get them into traffic and not let Corey have too wide of an open shot at this one. Pretty darn good kick. He's got a scratch, which he wanted to avoid, obviously. But he would have accomplished what he was trying to had it not caught a rail, or had it caught a rail not within the pocket. He would have gone with the same way. Now Corey is probably 2. He can just shoot the 1 up in the upper left hand or on your screen. I think correct. He's going to power defense. The only thing that I think he could have done though was to maybe play the 1-7. So the 6 would have had a better pocket. But this moment here, he can still play the 6-7. The pockets aren't that tight that the players would even combination yet. But maybe by the end of the tournament, this cloth is fairly grounded and at the same time tight, and it is sliding a little bit. The players love the conditions here. Chris at California builds keeps his tables in great condition, and he actually has the Dominguez come in and do the tables. Now Corey didn't really hit that 7 so much like that, but it's still the 6s that are fairly, makeable ball.
The Seminole tribe of Florida, unconquered warriors with a formidable history. Building on its rich heritage of courageous and groundbreaking achievements, the Seminole tribe of Florida now begins the next great chapter in the remarkable legacy of the Seminoles.
Out again. And it looks like he's in trouble. I think he can see it, just on the edge of it. If he can, he's going to bank that 2 down the rail that's at the bottom of your screen. And zigzag the cue into the center of the rail at the top of your screen. And just like that. Now Kevin has a fairly easy kick here. He can hit it, but what he's going to try and do is hit off the bottom rail with spin. And kick this dude and boost to the rail and have it in between the 7 and the 3. And have the cue slide into the 10 ball. It's a pretty big window. Those cues naturally going to want to go in between the 7, the 3, and the 10. Looks like he has an edge. Make the 8. Great shot. Great shot. Now, he's probably going to look at the pocket of this deuce in the upper left-hand corner pocket. We're going to cue into the 3, and the angle is fairly natural for him to push that 3 towards the other side, the right-hand side of the screen. He hit a little bit harder than what I thought. I thought he was going to kind of roll it, hit center ball, and make sure that the cue ball didn't get above the 3 into the side pocket or below the side pocket. Now he has a problem. The bank shot, even if he was a very good bank shot, which is not, he's still jacked up over top of the 10, which is going to cause the 3 to possibly shorten him. It'll take an angle that's unpredictable. So, unless he can get the cue behind the 5, I know he's not the best now. He tried to go for that bank and he got away away
Table
from
number
him.
5, Frank
I think he misstruck it
Norman and William
bad enough.
Silveria.
The 3 doesn't look like it's actually on the side. I don't think that Corey's going to try and make this off the side. Looks like he's given Kevin the ability to make the 3. Nice stroke. He's probably at this point going to have to get the cue ball either below the line of the 7 one of the 7 points, or he's going to have to get fairly straight on the 7.
Okay, and final match of the first round. On table number
Matches of
4,
the first round.
Michael Reddick and Mike Langarica. That's Michael Reddick and Mike Langarica. Table number 4.
Good stroke, good plan, well executed. You maybe wanted to be a hair higher on this ball, 3 or 6 inches. This is so playable. He's just going to hit this with a flat high cue with 2 rows right towards the 10. Shoot the 10. Lower. Right hand corner. Kevin May is on the scoreboard here. He wanted to be the first guy to this one. Right now, he is very glad that this is 3-1 and 4-0. Miss break. Now, he was probably worried he's going to try and make this 6 point into the side pocket. Almost. Almost. Corey likes this because there's just one thing that he needs to do. He needs to get down on the 2 or spring out to where he can see the 2 now. He's a very straight shot right now. So I think he may end up flirting with this 3 ball, or avoiding flirting with this 3 ball, just moving forward just a hair. Let's see what he can do. He did flirt with the 3 ball, and he's going to get a little bit of a lucky roll. Corey is pretty much looking to stay down on the bottom, the top rail of your screen right now, so that he can just slide up, but a little bit straighter than what he wanted to be on the 6, so he's just going to run at this. This is the nice thing about having that 7 so close to the ball. It really didn't matter where he went. At this point here, Corey pretty much knows that he's out. He's just going to probably 3-stroke his way through the rest of the balls in this round. Trying to make a ball right here. He's looking to make this set. I've said it a few times. He's got kissed out. I'm thinking this time he's going to do something a little bit different to try and keep himself from getting kissed. If it looks like he's over about an inch from where he's been before. Got the kiss again. He's made 2 balls, and he's not going to like the 1 ball that he has. He's actually made 3 balls. He's left Kevin a touchy little shot, but it is a jumpable ball. I'd be surprised if Kevin didn't jump on this ball. If he doesn't, then it'd pretty much be a red flag to Corey Deuel saying that he can't jump balls. He's got about 7/8 ball hit, maybe 3/4 ball hit, and I do believe he's going for his jump kick. So he does have the jump as one of the weapons in his arsenal. Corey pretty much looks to be the favorite in this match, but he still would like to see that Kevin didn't have a jump cue, or maybe would have tried to kick at this ball. See how much of this ball he has. Now, even if he can't, he knows that he can kind of power this ball through. The point of the side pocket would draw and follow both. They will power this ball through. I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to see if he can get out to the point where he can actually shoot to 4 in the lower right-hand corner pocket. He just wants to be able to tap it. There he goes. And now he'll just go 1 rail off the side rail in towards the 5. And he can end up with an angle down table so that he can just drop right to the bottom rail of your screen, 1 or 2 rails, and have a shot on the 6. He just needs to get past the side pocket about a dime. And he juiced it up and did miss the ball. And this is something that's been happening. It's actually kind of funny. It's that pocket down on lower high left-hand side pocket that he just missed at, that we watched last match, was where most of the balls were missed. So I don't know whether we have a devil pocket on our hands here, but it does seem to have accounted for about 5 or 6 misses since I've been sitting here commentating this morning. he did want to spin it, but he didn't take his time. I think he thought it was hanging. Approach shot by Corey, recognizing that he had a big pocket. And he's just got positioned for a safety is really what he's got. And he has botched the safety and left Kevin May probably a fairly good opportunity to get a point. Now Kevin's looking at the bank shot safety, and I don't agree that that's necessarily the best shot here, but I see cutting this ball in with the air inside English, but let's see how Kevin executes it, because it's all the shooter at this point. Okay, he has it. And he did want to shoot this 7 ball towards the right. That might have been why he was going back across the way to see where he needed to be on the 7 to shoot it. He is digging a hole for himself right now. He knows that he has to make this shot. It looks fairly easy, but trust me, this is a very tough shot in this position. Great shot. Great shot. And that's what Corey wants. He wanted to see him give the game back at that point. Corey fidgeted in his chair just a little bit after the shot. Kevin puts himself in the game, 4-2. Take a short break here.
I'm John Hendrick, pool player and owner of the Green Room in Pineville, North Carolina. My serious players demand quality, and that's why I've switched to Milliken Super Pro. This cloth plays at the perfect speed. It lasts a long time. And the spill guard protection saves my tables from stains. It saves me money, and my customers love it.
Milliken Super Pro, exclusively from Sterling Gaming.
Milliken's got me covered. How about you?
Doesn't have full pocket on the 6 ball, or 3 ball past the 6, but he is going to be able to get above this ball. There you go. And he'll probably float out with a little bit of high left and shoot the 4 in the pocket where he just was sitting. The 5 does look like it has room to go. He's going to slide on down for it. If it doesn't go, he's probably just going to play a bank shot on it. Okay, he did have room. just tuning in, you're watching Inside Pole Production. So, in Mountain View, California, you're watching a match between Corey Deuel and Kevin May. This is a first-round match, and Corey Deuel is racking and leading 5-2, about getting ready to break. Now, Corey Today's broadcast is brought to you by the UPL. Corey Deuel, a big part of the UPL. We're watching him here today, and we're making today's broadcast free. Later in the week, starting tomorrow, and the rest of the tour stops, the Seminole Pro Tour is going to be a pay-per-view station. It's going to be only available on the Seminole Pro Tour. And you go there, you'll be able to sign on. $9.99 a day, and I believe there will be a weekend pass. Corey rolled the dice on that one. He was trying to reverse back up and be about where the 9 ball is now, so he could cut the 7 into that match position. Corey should just be able to roll this ball right in, get positioned in the 10 for the side. I believe he's going to take a 6-2 lead here, folks. Sounds good. Now, Corey is going to try and make this 8 ball this time. Let's see if he can keep from getting kissed out. He finally beat the kiss after only 6 or 7 tries. Now, he did make it earlier in the match, but he seemed to catch that kiss every time for the last 5 games. And he's got a fairly easy lay here. The only thing that he needs to do, he was trying to slide down more and get him behind that 7, or behind the deuce to shoot it into the other pocket. It just didn't happen. Now he has a pocket. He can actually try and bank this ball and up by the 5, the upper left-hand corner pocket. I don't see that being an option. I actually seen him bank the 2 up there and put the cue underneath the 7. He can also try and cut this deuce in and use the 9, which he just did. Good shot. Good stroke. He should make fairly easy work of this rack. He may run into the 5 here. Okay. Tried to play the carom, which he did successfully, and got a shot on the 4. Good execution. No, he doesn't want to get straight in on this 7-9 combination. He wants to keep an angle. Let's see where he goes here. Now, he got straight in, but, I'm a firm believer of keeping an angle here so that you don't force that 7 all over the place. He hit it perfect. He hit it the way you're supposed to hit it. But you don't always do that.
Robinson, table number 8.
Perfect. Perfect.
Table number 10, King, Shaper, and F, Quadora. Shakespeare, Quadora, table number 10.
And Corey Deuel takes his lead. Extends it to 7-2. Now I think he's figured out where he's going to have to set the cue ball and the speed. He's got the mix right to make this 9 in the side. Oh, got kissed again. Was extremely close last time and just barely caught it this time. Corey coming by, giving us a look like, what am I supposed to do here? See Kevin's lay there a little bit easy. Now he's looking at how he's going to try and hit this ball and get the cue ball back to where it's at. I think that's going to be his move. He did pretty good, except for he left the window. Now Corey Deuel, that 8 ball's a little bit in the way, but I think with the 2 where it's at, he's just going to run the cue all the way around table. Boy, that was not one of his best strokes. Kevin enjoys that, I'm sure. If you're Kevin May, what you really need to do here is get a point you can't let Corey back to the table after he makes a mistake. I mean, Corey, in his mind, he knows he has actually won this set. It's going to take a fluke. But Kevin needs to say, hey, Corey, wake up, and get a point even after, he can't let Corey back to the table when he makes a mistake. And that's the psychology that's involved there is if Corey ever thinks that it doesn't matter how good he plays, he may start to play flawless. And, Kevin could end up getting ran over, and this could be a 9-2 ball game fairly quick. He hit that a little bit hard, and I think the nerves are starting to get to Kevin a little bit. He's making some poor decisions. He's hitting balls a little bit off speed. And that's what happens when you start to tense up. You don't breathe correctly. Your muscles act differently because they're deprived of oxygen. And you tense up and your game starts to spiral downward. Now he has to make this shot. He has to come with this shot. Shoot the 4 in the lower left-hand corner pocket, and he needs to hold the cue ball for the 5. Now the 7 will kind of play blocker for him if he hangs this ball, but it won't offer much more protection after that. So this is the shot. If he misses this shot, he can expect 9-2 as the final outcome of this set. If he makes it, well, he's supposed to get this game and he might get a few more. And then make it a set. He's missed it. He overcut it. And Corey has a shot. I believe he has a shot from both the corner and the side. So at this point here, yeah, he does look like he has both. Now Corey, he doesn't want to swing this ball, but he may have to. So let's see if he goes 2 rails, 3 rails. Okay, Corey's just not bearing down. He really doesn't even care right now, and Kevin wants to give him a better match, but it's just not happening right now. Kevin is overwhelmed in this situation. Good player, it's just, we have to take into account who he's facing. U.S. Open champion, Moscone Cup team member, Corey Deuel. I mean, he's won numerous titles in his career, and he's in his 30s, and he's just, probably a lock for the Hall of Fame. Over the next 10 years, we can count on putting Corey Deuel into the Hall of Fame. So, Kevin, welcome to the Seminole Pro Tour. Corey's going to make this 5 and float down a little bit for the 6. Now he's going to hit this ball super hard. He's just going to bounce off the rail. He's not going to go too far because what he wants to do is make the 7 in the lower right-hand corner pocket and then slide out for the 8. Went a little bit further than what he would like. But again, so many options. All he has to do is draw back 4 or 5 inches and he'll be fine for another run-out pattern. I believe Corey is going to get to hill. Take a look at Fury Cues.
A state-of-the-art production facility. Revolutionary design. When you step to the table, unleash the fury. Precision craftsmanship. A player's cue ready for action. A cue with a sweet hit. A consistent hit. See the entire line of Fury cues and unleash your fury.
See if he's going to make the 8 this time. Just barely missed it. Corey Deuel is getting out his jump cue. I think we're going to see a little jump action here. See the jump shot that he has here. Nice try. He's just having a little bit of fun right now. He is taking a few extra measures here to try and have some fun. I think he, against another player, he still would have shot that jump shot. I think he just might have had a little bit more intensity. I believe Kevin will get out here, though. I know that the track record and the score doesn't look like it will reflect it, but there's enough here for him to kind of pick up if he makes a mistake that it shouldn't be that bad. In other words, he has options. Kevin is like a lot of left-handers. They have a really smooth stroke, and I'm not quite sure why that is, but usually very good shot makers, and they have a good touch. And I believe that that is all she wrote for Kevin. And I know that Kevin right now, how he feels is he'd just like to climb under a rock and hide there right now. He did not want to be delivered a 9-2 beatdown like this, and it's looking pretty much that unless lightning strikes, Corey is going to give him a 9-2 defeat and send him off in the first round to the west side of the bracket. And your winner, Corey Deuel, congratulates Kevin May. And keep in mind, folks, that today's broadcast is free, and it's being brought to you by the Universal Pool League and Corey Deuel. And starting tomorrow, you'll be able to get it at the SeminoleProTour.com. There'll be a daily charge and a weekend charge that you'll be able to pay to watch the rest of the stream, and we have a lot of great pool ahead of us. So, folks, thanks for tuning in, and we'll get another match heading back at you here in probably 10 or 15 minutes. All right, thanks a lot.